Hi, I sketched this out. It's just a Kent scene, really. A few farmhouses, farm buildings. Couple there, some trees. I'm using. I'm going to use the mops, and I've discovered this Chinese brush or Japanese brush. I can't read Japanese, but there's some characters there on the edge. I bought it years ago. I don't know if it seems a little bit old. I don't know what that will do, so I might give that a try. So I'm going to use my number 8. No, this is my number 6. So bit of ultramarine, let's mix a bit of that nice blue. Let's rinse the blue. Didn't knock up enough there. So I'm using the paint box. As you come down to the horizon, you can use less blue. Actually, I might lift out some of that. There's a bit of sienna. This all dries a lot lighter than when you put it on. There's a bit too much blue in there, really. Right. There's plenty of cloth. No, this is the number 8. It's Sabi. It's just. I really should have put some red in there. So let's see if we can just add a little bit of red. This is Archie's paper, so it'll take a lot of mucking about. Right, now what I'm going to do is to dry the brush and just see if I can lift out some of those clouds. Whoops. That's my number 6 gone on the floor. Got a number 6 and a number 4 now. Don't know if that will lift a little bit. But being artists, there's some things it's good at and some things it's not so good at. But anyway, I'll mix the blues there. Right, we'll let that go. I'll just mop up the base of this here. Right, I really want to dry that, but I'm going to put it in the path while I'm at it. So it's just a bit of red, bit of the blue. Okay, that'll do it. I'll give that a bit of a dry, I think. So it's quite wet out at the moment, so there's plenty of wet in the atmosphere, moisture in the atmosphere. Okay, let's just turn on. Right, okay, headphones off. don't want it bone dry. Now we're going to use. I'll try this mop. Put a bit of background in, bit of Kent, distance, bit of red, bit of blue, bit of ultramarine. Okay, that seemed to work, didn't it? I've got an idea. I've used this for oil painting at some stage. Probably needs a bit of a soak in some paraffin or something. Paraffin, or kerosene, as you call it in America, is a great thing to clean your oil brushes with, because it keeps your bristles, the hog's hair bristles, hog bristle, soft. If you use white spirit, it cleans it fine, and it's a great solvent, but it leaves your bristles eventually brittle, and they start to break and get nasty to use. But the paraffin, they stay lovely and soft, so maybe that needs a bit of a clean with paraffin. I don't know, it might wear out, but well, I mean, well, let's use it again. Let's put in some burnt sienna. Most of these, with the exception of the yellow ochre and the Windsor blue, and the cadmium yellow, are artist quality. Oh, let's just. Well, it seems to work, doesn't it? Just an initial wash. Okay, so that's that. Now we'll put in the darker washes on the sides of the light. We'll say the light's coming from here. So we'll put in. I've gone a little bit too far there. Let's see if I can lift it out. A bit careless, I think. You can always lift out to a certain extent. You can't lift it all out, I don't think. But anything is better than nothing. So, right, I'm going to put in the dark shadow on one side of that. So let's go with ultramarine and light red. So we just. This hurts my wrist doing that fine stuff. So if if they don't appear to be steady, it's because my wrists are got a bit of arthritis. Well, a bit. And I wouldn't even say it was my life fitting carpet. It's age. Okay, let's pull that down there. Let's go a bit further over there. Right, well that'll be in the dark, so we'll put a bit of nice shadow in there. It's an old barn here. And I'll Well, I can put some dark in under there. Right. So I'll put in a bit of, let's have red roofs, they show up, or sienna roofs. Let's put that a bit darker, I think. Good hair sticking out that one. This is not a bad brush. Now, nice bit of sienna, but very weak. Or you could even use very weak umber just for this. Well, actually, that would be quite dull, wouldn't it? Now, if the light's coming from there, well, we'll say it's coming. That's a bit wrong, isn't it? Well, that's a wooden slatted barn there, so that'll solve that problem. That's a bit of. Right, just lift off that bottom there. Now that's a bit dry. We can put a little bit of detail in there. Now I want to put in some extra colour in there, in that side there, so let's have a little bit of that dark. Okay, right, about time we started on the trees. I'm going to put a bit of red in the, up the top here, the bricks. Bit of dark on there. Bit of red for the chimney. Umber and ultramarine make a lovely dark. Not quite black, but let's just get a bit of. Right, and next I can put in some shadow under that when we're ready. Okay. It's quite a good brush, that. Right, I'll put in some trees, some darker trees. I'll use a bit of the green, bit of the hookers. Well, more than a bit of the hookers. Hookers, sienna. Let's have a bit of Windsor. Some bushes. And we'll have a bit of lighter stuff on the other side here. I'll dub in some dark shadow colour. Okay, so to get some of that nice, lovely, that Windsor Blues. Its artist quality is ever so strong. It's all dark, dies back. Let's get a little bit lighter green on the top here. Okay, so that is partly in shadow there. Let's put in some more. I like this. Maybe I've underrated the this Windsor Blue. Okay, oh that's good, isn't it? Getting carried away here. Maybe I'll have to start saving up for some artist quality paints and quit on the cotton. Let's add some of that in here. And get in that nice Windsor Blue, burnt sienna, and let's dot in some of that there. Bit of shadow, thickly wooded, covered up my background. Get some more. Oh, this is good, isn't it? But they will dry much lighter, well, 50% lighter at least. Okay. Get some nice light catching. Hey, this brush is pretty good, isn't it? Wow. Put that in there. Put a trunk coming up there. Get some dark in there. Leave air holes. Using another hair. Mind you, or two hairs. It's very old. I can't remember when I bought this. I've got to look out for these. These are quite cheap. Now we need to do a bit of texturing in while that dries, so I'm going to put a trunk in there, here and there. So let's go with some green. Try and avoid touching the base of that. Let's get this nice greeny. Oh, I've got a nice base for all these greens, look. Leave some of that warm showing through. And we'll put in some shadowy, warmer greens in here. Oh, let's put in a bit of dark in here. Okay, let's put a bit of detail in those houses. I'm all waiting for this to dry up, but I'll give it a bit of encouragement in a minute. Right, so a bit of shadow, so a bit of red, a bit of blue. I'm doing this on quite a small size. It's half a 16 by 12 inches. Being arches, I'm rather stingy with it. Sorry if I'm masking you, but I just want to put some. Right, I need some really good dark now, so a bit of sienna, we'll use a bit of that Windsor. Just put in some little bit of Eve there. Just put a bit of paint on my finger, just to rough that up a little bit. Right, I'm going to give it a dry. So, headphones off. Okay, right, probably I've overdone that a little bit, but never mind. So, some burnt sienna, bit of ultramarine, and we'll it hasn't got a great point on it, but I want a brush that will do the fillings as well, rather than pointed. I probably pulled out those hairs, or they fell out, that would have given us fine stuff here. Well, that's a bit more shadow, I think, in there. Just mixing up a dark green for my shadow. Put some of that back. See how light it's dried? When it went on, it was all really thick and heavy. Well, let's do a figure. No, let's not do a figure. Let's just do a bit of texturing. I mean, this is such a limited palette, really. Could put some shadow in. I'm just using up the filth. As Ted Weston used to say, that was his ninth colour. And I asked, what is that colour? That colour you're putting on there, Ted? Filth. It's filth. Okay, well, I don't reckon that's too bad. Let's put a bit of shadow in now then. There's a bit of blue into that, and a bit of light red into that greeny colour. Just ordinary ultramarine. And right, well, I'm going to let that go as a sketch. It's not too bad. Let's find a mount for it and see what it looks like. If that one will fit. Yeah, just about. But there we are. That's quite a reasonable little painting. Out for lunch to the local pub now. Oh, about 45 minutes. And that'll write the rest of Friday afternoon off. Let's just come round here. I'll go there and get this one uploaded now. So, little Kent scene for you. What I like about that Windsor Blue, I've always fought shy of it because it's such a strong colour, but it does mix down. I know a bit of rye there, but it certainly makes wonderful darks. But look, it's sort of gone to nothing there. Okay, well, we'll let that go. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.